experiments carried out in a study by ITC have found that intelligent responses have answered set questions before they verbally are asked. That's actually happened to us as well. During these experiments, we have got to the stage of communication with what is referred to as non-human intelligence and been able to ask the question, can we ask some questions on our next return? And the answer was yes. So when we came back, and that was interesting because for the first time, I've always wondered, I thought it's easy to reel off questions. I've got so many questions I could reel off what I'd love to know. However, when it came to actually doing it and realizing the realism of actually getting an answer, we paused a little, our team, and we thought, let's be very careful about what we ask, because do we really want to know the answer? How will we manage? How do we deal with that psychologically? Is it going to play on our minds? So, there was some discussions around the table about what we were going to ask these 10 questions. Now, what's interesting about this is that we decided to write down these questions, and we all arranged what we were going to ask, and we go back to the session and we asked if we could ask these questions, and the answer came back, and this particular answer came back by direct voice phenomena. Direct voice phenomena, DVP, comes out of the air, and it's interesting because it didn't sound male and it didn't sound female. It was it's not really electronic, but it sounds like a human voice, but it doesn't seemingly, you couldn't say if it's male or female, nor when you're recording these does it actually turn out that it's human vocals, because they're not using human vocals. It's a generated audible response. And you can see that on the analysis when looking at these particular recordings of DVP. You can see that they're not falling into the 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz range of human vocals. It's falling higher or lower, which is very interesting, because you think to yourself, okay, well, how does the equipment that we're using to record the direct voice phenomena record it? Because they're only designed to record 20 hertz, 20,000 hertz. We're going to push into more of that. It's referred to as transplacement phenomena. And we're going to get into that at a later stage, because it's very, very interesting. But we did manage to get responses. Now, what was interesting under these circumstances that we came in with the 10 questions. We were told we could ask the 10 questions. And just prior to asking the 10 questions, boom, 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 we got 10 responses. In other words, they'd answered the questions before we'd even given the question.